rushing has become more prevalent in this modern era where you're seeing the 2 high safeties and a lot more zone coverage, but also we're still seeing running backs still not accrued massive amounts of touches either. Like, we had 7 running backs average 20 touches per game last year. And even with the 17th game added, we're not seeing a lot of running backs yearly get to those 300 touches, which has opened the door for guys like the Jahmyr Gibbs and De'Von Achane. I mean, Sig, those guys from a fantasy football stance a decade ago would have said, like, you're reaching for a player that's only getting 15 to 17 touches per game. Like, he can't be an RB1. And that's completely flipped now. And we have a few of these guys in this draft class, particularly, I think, starting with after, Omarion Hampton, we have TreVeyon Henderson. And where is he going to go? And TreVeyon Henderson, I believe, is a guy who's still drawing live to be selected over Omarion Hampton if a team believes he can have that impact that Gibbs and Achane made.
Yeah, you're right. It's just what teams value. And I think with Henderson, you have the acceleration and the speed, the ability to make chunk plays. And that's why also a guy that kind of straddles both groups that I think is going to be really interesting to watch is Bashal Tootin. Because I would expect at this point that he is probably running back 6 or 7 in this class, and he will go on the second day, and he will be a running back that, especially with the McShanahan system, with his combination of contact balance and long speed, I think his vision, you put those things together, and there might be teams that like him better than the bangers like Judkins and Hampton and Kaleb Johnson. So, I think that's another thing we have to keep in mind is everybody's board's going to be different. Different teams are going to be valuing different things in this draft class, and it's going to surprise people the order that these backs go off the board, and it might really confuse things for a Dynasty Fantasy Football rookie draft because we might have them ranked in a vacuum a certain way, but no team is ranking running backs in a vacuum. They're ranking them for their system and what gets magnified the way they run the ball.